All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm glad that you are here. Here, of course, is my agenda book, and we'll start with making some SMART goals. And don't forget, you'll need your SMART goals for both. And you can have a personal SMART goal, and you can have an academic SMART goal. You can have two academics, whatever. It's your goal, so however you would like to do it. Also, I know that I kind of use my agenda book, I really do. And I wish you guys would get in the habit of this because I think it's a really helpful tool. But here is your English grade or your ELA grade, and of course your science and your math and your social studies grade. There's no need to put your missing work in this week because unless you can get it to me before 4 o'clock today, this is the official end of the 9 weeks. So you might want to think about that as you make your academic goals, your SMART goals up here. Let's look forward. There's a reason a car windshield is this big and the rear view mirror is that big, because we really want to focus on the big picture. Let's look forward. So I would like for us to make some goals. So you've got that. We'll start a fresh new 9 weeks here. Look at all that crazy. We do have some benchmark testing on Tuesday and Wednesday, and we'll go more into that. We are going to Blue Ridge. You can add these things to your calendar on the 12th. Anyway, we'll talk about all this as the week continues. So that's your agenda book. And then today I want you to work on this for your DGP. So we've had a little bit of couple weeks for DGP, and we'll get back in the swing of things next week for the last 9 weeks. But as I'm starting to read your error analysis, some of you are making some pretty big mistakes, and then I want to stop that. The first mistake I'm seeing are your first grade expectations. Please make sure, and for your DGP for today, I want you to put Friday, April, I think it's the 5th, or whatever date it is, it doesn't matter, 2019, because I want you to make a list of the things that I'm talking about so you can get full credit. Please watch those first grade expectations. I am still getting papers that say I. You never have the pronoun I. This is always capitalized. Every single time you say I. Please don't forget. Number 2, I have set up for you a model. If you'll read it, it's different every single week. Every time we take, week might be a little bit too much. It's different every single test. Every time you take a test, this is different. Please make sure you are following this model. I gave it to you for a reason so that you can do your best, because this is how I'm grading you. So the question is asking me, I'm giving you sentence starters, and you know that on your, when you see it electronically, these things are in red. I realize now. So here is what I am saying. So don't forget, follow the example. That's the next thing you need to write down. Number 3, here is what I am seeing. I'm seeing a lot of copy and paste of my work. There's a word for that. It's called plagiarism. Please find a way to put this in your own words. So make sure you are using your own words to put this in, because I want you to think so that you are having experience so this doesn't happen again. The next thing up here, I picked D. I want you to tell me why. Why did you pick the answer that you picked? What misconception did you have? And so you need to tell why. Why did you pick your answer? I want to know so I can help, because if I see a couple students making the same mistakes, I can be like, oh, because it will be a realization for me. Now, this is what I'm saying, it's very frustrating. is you are using excuses. No longer is this time where you're like, oh, I didn't read the question carefully, or I should look back in the text. No, this is, I realize now. What new understanding do you have now that you've read my feedback? So let's look at this one. I realize now that whatever I wrote about, the car in this case, was there to show the mobility of the characters and how they were able to travel from place to place more easily than the antagonists. If they did not have a car, they would have to walk from place to place, and they would not be able to move as quickly as they needed to. This is new realization, new understanding. Not, I realize I need to go back in the text. Not, I realize that I read the question too carefully. Or, please quit with the excuses. This is second semester. You are closer to being in 8th grade than you are in 7th grade. Please don't use excuses. You are losing valuable points. So please make sure you have these 6 points down with your date. If you have any questions, I am always here to ask. Gabriel, kudos to you, because a lot of times you say, will you please check this error analysis and make sure I'm doing it right? Your paper was perfect. The last error analysis I checked. So please, I am always here to help. Let me do my job. I hope you have a great day and a great weekend. And don't forget to turn in your DGP. And don't forget to put your name on it. Did you put your name on your work? Please put your name on your work. All right, have a great day. Thanks.